Hello, my name is William from Pomona Self-Help. Assuming that John Doe is the litigant, let me guide you through the FL-100 form. I want to bring to your attention that I will approach this form for general cases. If you believe your case to be atypical, please visit one of the self-help centers for assistance. First, fill out the captions. In order to save time, I already pre-filled out the captions for John Doe. Now it's important that you write your name and the respondent's name the same way for all future court documents. This is because the court wants consistency. So, in my examples, I will always write the petitioner's name as John Doe and the respondent's name as Jane D. Doe. Not Jane Doe, not Jane Diana Doe, but Jane D. Doe. For these boxes below, check the dissolution of marriage box. Now for number 1, if you have lived in the state of California for at least 6 months and in this county for at least 3 months, check petitioner. If the respondent has lived in the state of California for at least 6 months and in this county for at least 3 months, check respondent. For our example, let's check off both petitioner and respondent. For number 2, write the date of marriage and the date of separation. The date of separation is when you realized the relationship is not going to work out anymore and it's time to move on. So let's say that the date of marriage for John Doe is April 3rd, 2002. So April 3rd, 2002. And let's also say that the date of separation is September 1st, 2013. And that would make the marriage 11 years and 5 months. Okay? And let's scroll down. If there are no minor children from the marriage, check 3A. If there are minor children from the marriage, check 3B. And write the names of the children involved below, their respective birth dates, age, and male or female. And John Doe has 2 minor children from the marriage, so let's fill in the following information. So the first child, his name is Johnny Doe, and his birth date is July 1st, 2009, which would make him 5 years old, and M for male. And John Doe's second child, her name is Janie Elsa Doe, and her birth date is April 2nd, 2011, which makes her 3 years old, and F for female. Now, every time you write your children's names for future court documents, you will also write them the same way as you have done so here. So every time I write Johnny's name for future court documents, I will write Johnny Doe, and Janie's name as Janie Elsa Doe. For number 4, check off the FL-160 box and go to the second page. Now above, make sure to fill in the captions. So for our example, the captions here are going to be Doe, V period, Doe. And the case number, just leave it blank. For number 5, check B, and also check off the FL-160 box. For number 6, check off A, dissolution of marriage. Also check off box number 1, irreconcilable differences. And let's scroll down here. Now, if there are minor children from the marriage, boxes 7A through 7D apply to you. Now, this is where I give you my custody speech. There are two different types of custody: legal custody and physical custody. Legal custody involves making important decisions about the welfare of your children, including issues like education, healthcare, and citizenship. If you want sole legal custody, check the petitioner box. If you want to give sole legal custody to the respondent, check the respondent box. If you want to share the responsibility of making these important decisions with the respondent, check the joint box. For the sake of our example, I'm going to check joint. Now, physical custody involves with whom the children are physically with. Take note that there is a slight difference between sole physical custody and primary physical custody. Sole physical custody means that the non-custodial parent has very little or no visitation rights. Primary physical custody means that the non-custodial parent still has significant visitation time with the child. If you want sole or primary physical custody for yourself, check petitioner. If you want to give sole or primary physical custody to the respondent, check respondent. If you want to share physical custody 50-50 with the respondent, check joint. And for our example, since John Doe is the primary caretaker, we're going to check off petitioner. That means that he is requesting primary physical custody for his two children. Now, 7C involves visitation. For our example, we're giving the respondent, Jane D. Doe, visitation rights, so we're going to check off the respondent box. Below, check the FL-311 box. If any of the minor children were born before the date of marriage, check 7D. And for our example, we're going to leave this box unchecked. Skip box E because you are self-represented. Now for 7F, if you want spousal support, check the petitioner box, like this. If you want to give spousal support to the respondent, check the respondent box, like this. And for our example, we're also going to leave these boxes blank. If you want to make it so that the respondent can't take money away from you for spousal support, check 7G. Also, note that if it is over a 10-year marriage, it doesn't matter whether you check this box or not. The court will just ultimately reserve jurisdiction on this issue. Since the marriage used in our example is over 10 years old, let's just leave this box blank. So I'm going to uncheck this box right here. If you want to restore your name back to your original name, check 7H for property. If you want to restore your name back to your original name, check box 7I. And write in the full original name on the blank space to the right. Below, for number 9, write today's date. So let's go ahead and do that. 7/11/2014. Print your name, John Doe, and sign on the line to the right. Congratulations, you now know how to fill out the FL-100 form. Please proceed to the FL-311 Child Custody and Visitation Attachment video.